welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bulldogs offense will come out first. And it was a rough showing last. Get it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harrell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Still running at the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The give to the right. Running to Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Auburn Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Knight. Throws to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Kane. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Creates a little space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the counter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Towards the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Now staring at a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
It's a seam wide open. The inside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
To the air, it's Knight. This time he's got it.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Grab near the sticks. It's Braswell. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it back. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Time for one more play from this offense. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Curry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Quick completion to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bulldog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down and run. Working on the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads it left. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Curry. Makes the grab all. Close to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Winston. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Randolph. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he makes the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Knight. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Braswell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Braswell. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a bigger body. Yes, please.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! From the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just... He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They are trailing by 10 here. But this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. Keep being you, keep being aggressive.
To throw, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Braswell. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Braswell. And that one did not work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Finds his man. It's Curry. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got a man. It's Harrell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Pulls it in. It's Winston. That's a live ball. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the catch. It's Kane. At the 45, on his way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. A shot for the end zone.